Just a quick drive from Chicago is Beer City, USA, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it's home to some of the world's greatest breweries, distilleries, and an incredible food, culture, and nature scene.
First, I checked out Frederick Meyer Gardens to get back to some natural beauty. But then I looked at the clock and I saw it was happy hour, so I headed on over to Long Road Distillers.
Kyle, tell me a little bit about how Long Road got started.
So it actually came out of wine trips and distillery trips when we would go up north, Traverse City area with our wives. We'd often visit distilleries up there just to break up the wineries and wondered why.
Too much wine.
Too much wine.
There's such a thing.
Well, yeah, you know, whiskey. We love whiskey. Yeah. And so that's how we really got into it, was a passion for whiskey and for good spirits and wondering why no one had done it here in Beer City, USA. We've got so many great breweries and no one had ever made spirits here before, at least legally, that we're aware of.
Tell me about how you feel like you fit in with the Grand Rapids culture, being a distillery.
So being part of Beer City USA for us, we've been welcomed into the collaborative culture that the brewers here in Grand Rapids have, and we're really proud to be a part of that. We're part of the Beer City Brewers Guild, and we've also partnered with 4 local breweries to make the Beer City Whiskey Series, where we take breweries' most popular beers and we turn them into whiskeys. We age them for a couple years, and we've released them once a month over the summer. I think one of the things that sets us apart, especially in the craft distilling industry, is that we make everything from scratch, and we're big sticklers about that. That's why we're named Long Road Distillers. We don't take shortcuts.
It's a long process.
Yeah, it is a long process, and so we do things start to finish, working with local farmers and with local producers to come up with our ingredients that we make from scratch in-house, and then we're also pretty imaginative with the spirits that we're making. So one of them, our Aqavit, is one that no one in Michigan had made before.
I was hoping you were going to get to this.
Yeah, the Aqavit. And it's currently ranked #1 in the world. There's no other Aqavit that's had the accolades of this Aqavit. So
that's amazing. So how did you first start? Like, why Aqavit? How did you start with this spirit? Something that I'm actually ashamed to say I'm not familiar with. And I thought I was familiar with most spirits.
Most liquor,
because I love them all. I don't discriminate. But Aqavit, I'm not familiar with. So it sounds a little craft, a little kind of off the beaten path. So tell me about this.
Definitely. So a lot of people will say that Aqavit is gin's Scandinavian cousin.
Okay.
But it's its own category, just like gin, vodka. Aqavit is its own thing. The difference is gin has the predominant flavor of juniper. Aqavit has the predominant flavor of caraway or dill.
This is so good. This is very unique. I mean, I can't say I have much to compare it to, but I can see why you won all the awards. So Adam, I just learned a lot about Aqavit, but of course you guys are also known for your whiskeys.
Well, I mean, it's whiskey. Who doesn't love whiskey?
It's like you're topping yourself over and over. So now this is a cocktail with Aqavit. Is that what we're about to try here?
It's kind of like
this beautiful,
fun, summery spritzer.
Okay.
So you're gonna get, a lot of like the body of the Aqavit. You're gonna get a lot of herbs, and then we kind of wanted to keep playing with those herbs a little bit. So what we did was we made an herbs beet simple syrup. So you have like a nice spritzer in a sense.
It's really refreshing, and it has a little bit of like the savory, like a hint of veggie type, right? But not, you don't get a lot of the beet, which is good because some people that might not be into having a beet cocktail, it would not turn them off. This is wonderful.
Now that I got my buzz going, I wanted to add some delicious food and fun games to the mix, and Stella's Lounge was right up my alley.
Simpsons video games, Double Dare on the TV, MadDog in the cocktails, and 90s music throughout. How did Stella's Lounge take all of my 90s dreams and put them into one bar? I don't know, but they did, and here we are, Stella's Lounge in Grand Rapids, and probably the coolest 90s bar I've ever been to. Okay, Gary, if I had my way, the 90s never would have ended. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that that's the same vibe that is going on here at Stella's.
Well, Stella's is kind of like a tribute to 1986. So that's the year that Mark and I both graduated from high school. So it's kind of a throwback to late 80s, early 90s.
Carrying over from like Simpsons, like Double Dare, like everything that carried over from the late 80s through the 90s. I mean, Simpsons are still around. God bless them, hope they never end. The overall concept though of this lounge, it obviously came out of that nostalgia for that era, but you guys have amazing food too.
Known for our giant stuffed burgers. We actually named Best Burger in America by GQ Magazine back in 2012, which was kind of a big deal for us.
That's a very big deal for anybody.
Things kind of went like that from that point forward. But we also worked in, that's like the carnivore aspect, but we also do really great bar, vegan, and vegetarian food. And this is one of our biggest sellers. These are chicken wings made with potato wedges. And this sells a bit better than our chicken wings.
Yeah, because this would be vegetarian friendly, but it's still, I'm sure, just as pleasing to a person that wants typical chicken wings. Now, this intrigued me because this has a throwback in it. We need to hear more about this.
All right, so this is the sangria. This is the Stella's Lounge sangria. This is made with 2 flavors.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Of MadDog 2020. Yeah.
Cheers. Well,
Cheers.
I gotta try this because I think the last time I had MadDog might have been in like 1996. It tastes like a typical sangria.
Yeah, but there's a little MadDog on there.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's not overpowering, and this is still going to please anybody that wants like that classic sangria, but then for somebody that's like, I want to get a little edgy tonight, it's got the MadDog in it. Well, you definitely accomplished creating something unique. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I think I want to go play some games. Want to show me around the arcade?
Yeah, gladly.